Hi, welcome back to the Roundtable. I am your host, Steven, and today I'll be talking about The Mandalorian, the first episode of the third season. Watched it a couple of days ago. It is quite short. I think if you remove all the credits, it's a little over 35 minutes, which I think is the shortest episode of any Star Wars series, if I stand corrected. Let me know if I'm not. Love to hear from you and let me know. But I think it's the shortest episode of them all. But there is a lot in there to take in and a lot of setup for this season. It sets off with the Mandalorians having a helmet bestowment placed upon a child before they get attacked by this giant alligator-looking creature. That was really cool scene, but it shows the importance of placing the helmet and not ever removing the helmet. It kind of reminds the fans of that's their philosophy, that's their mantra. So you're reminded of that. Of course, the Mandalorian comes in with Grogu. They win. They shoot the alligator and save the day. But as he goes back and talks to the armorer who creates all the armor, as we've seen in the first two seasons, she reminds him that he has removed his helmet and he is not a Mandalorian anymore. And he sets off on his quest. So we are reminded that this season will be about him to atone for this sacrilegious thing that he's done of removing his helmet, which they're not supposed to do. And of course, during the Mandalorian series, he does have a little sides adventures, and this is where he goes back to Navarro and meets Carl Weathers' character, Greet Garga, and he sees how the planet has changed since the last season and how it's becoming a fruitful place to live and prosperous. But of course, that's short lived when some pirates come in, and of course, the Mandalorian helps out and gets in trouble. So we're introduced to space pirates who are probably going to be coming back into the series. These are going to be probably some of the new villains that he's going to have to come across. There's also Bol Katan is back, but she is not. Because of Mando's ownership of the dark saber, basically her people have forsaken her quest of retaking Mandalore. So he goes and talks to her a bit. So either this can go where she could be a baddie too, because she kind of holds him responsible. Like she knows he has the dark saber. So where will that go? Is she gonna try to get? Is she actually gonna finally fight him for it and try to win back her people that kind of left her cause? That's up to debate. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for the season to continue, right? But that's an interesting moment between them. It's kind of heated, so you don't know where it can go. And he's also we bring back the robot, the IG-11, which was another bounty hunter that was sent to try to capture Grogu, and at the end of it, kind of joins Mando and sacrifices himself and blows himself up in order for them to escape. Mando wants to bring him, basically rebuild him so he can go back to Mandalore, and hopefully, because the Mandalore has been destroyed by the Empire, and they say it's uninhabitable. So he needs somebody to check it out. Who better yet? For a guy who doesn't trust droids, it shows his growth in character that he's willing to bring back this robot, this droid, to help him on his quest for redemption. So I thought there's a lot of setups here for where this episode is going to go of redemption. The pirates, Bo Katan, will she be a villain? There's a lot of stuff that's kind of surfacing. Another thing that happened is when they're in their flight in the ship and they're going in the speed of light, at light speed, excuse me, Grogu sees what we think is a space whale, which is, I guess, an odd or an homage to the cartoon Star Wars Rebels, where we've seen them before. So that was pretty interesting, pretty cool, and a nice little touch. I enjoyed, again, the giant alligator. Well done. That fight scene was pretty cool. I like how it brings back, like I mentioned, how important is the helmet, the bestowing of the helmet. The kid that they put it on, they keep showing this kid a few times. I don't know if he will be important later on in this series, but I'm guessing he will if they kept showing him. There's something with this child. He must be somebody important or somebody's child who is an important Mandalorian in the series. We'll have to wait and see. But it does set up what the show should be like, or I think it's going to be like. It's basically him, his atonement, what's Bo-Katan, his adventures against space pirates, his side adventures. All in all, it's short, sweet, but does remind you of what this season is going to be like. And I think they did it well. But that's my take. You let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Smash the like button, subscribe to us. What did you like about this? What did you not like about this? Are you a Mandalorian fan? Do you think this is the best series? Let me know. We'd love to hear from you. So, this is Steven saying, this is the way.